What do you think of the property pricing in Singapore? Do you think it is at all-time high? If you have the same thought, you are not alone, as many of my clients felt the same way. We have many rounds of cooling measures implemented by the government. Can this actually cool down the market? Hi, this is Eunice from Singapore Property Info. Let us understand deeper into the rationale behind the cooling measure. The objective of cooling measure is to curb the demand for the property and keep the pricing growth sustainable. Whenever government sees a sign of the market overheating and the price is accelerating more and more, appropriate cooling measures will be implemented to cool down and stabilize the property market. I'm sure many of us will take a step back whenever government announces a cooling measure. This is a very natural reaction, as most people will choose to adopt a wait-and-see approach to gauge the effects of the measures. On 27 April 2023, government announced another round of increase in ABSD. When this was rolled out, the first immediate project that was impacted was Blossoms by the Park, as it is launched right after the cooling measure on 29 April 2023. Followed by the Reserve Residences, which was launched on 27 May 2023. Both of these projects do not seem to be impacted, as both have achieved more than 70% of sales on launch day. The question here is, after the cooling measure, what do we expect to see on the property pricing? Why are there still buyers who went ahead to purchase rather than wait and see? If you do not fall under the segments that are affected by the cooling measure, what will you do? We did dive further into the various time frames where the cooling measures were implemented versus the property pricing. The chart shows the price trend of new launches in OCR, CCR, and RCR. There are at least 5 rounds of cooling measures that have been implemented from Q1 2018 till to date. If we take a look at the OCR price trend specifically, which I will also be deep diving further based on a few real project data, we will notice that each time after the cooling measure is implemented, the price trend gradually stabilizes before it accelerates again. Why is this happen? One of the many reasons are due to the decreasing in demand due to certain segment of buyers may choose to wait and see before committing. Another reason will be developers are moderating their price expectations more cautiously and factoring in the ABSD increase that the buyer will incur. So, is this window of stabilizing a window of opportunity as well? Let's see a few examples based on the past cooling measures. On 6 July 2018, government announced the increase in ABSD. One of the developments that was launched right after the cooling measure was Park Esta, which is located at Eunos. Comprising of 1399 units, only 329 units were sold during the launch day, which is approximately 23.5%. Let's compare the price trend right after the cooling measures versus the price trends 2 years later. From the chart, we can see that a 3-bedroom unit 0635 was purchased on 16 November 2018 at 1.489 million. Fast forward to 25 March 2021, which is about 2.5 years later, the other buyer has to pay an additional $135,000 for 0535 at 1.624 million, which is one level below. If this buyer chooses to enter earlier during the launch, he or she can potentially save up to $135,000. On 29 March 2023, the same unit of 0635 has been sold at 1.955 million, which is $466,000 of profit in a short span of about 4.5 years. The next case study is Foreign Residences, which is located at Hougang. It was a mega project that was launched in March 2019, where only 54 out of 1410 units were taken out on launch day. Take a look at this 3-bedroom unit 0630. The unit was purchased on 2nd of March 2019 at 1.507 million. Fast forward to 13 October 2021, which is about 2.5 years later, the other buyer has to pay an additional of $248,000 for 0530 at 1.755 million, which is just one level below. The same can be done if he or she entered earlier during the launch. He or she can potentially save up to $248,000. Fast forward again to 20 February 2023, Unit 0630 has already been sold at 1.75 million with a profit of 243,000. They can choose to sell it at a higher price given the lower level has transacted at 1.755 million. However, given that their purchase price was much lower, they can also choose to let go at a lower price. In summary, there is always pros and cons on the cooling measures. If we know how to leverage on this window of opportunity where the price is stabilizing and do the necessary preparation work and research, then we'll be able to get good deals out of it. That's all for my sharing today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to let me know if you require advice in your property journey. Please support me by giving me a like and subscribe to my channel if it benefits you. Thank you and see you soon.